The pitch. That's a strike.
All right, I'm now joined by John Murphy of the sports department. John, good to talk to you again. It's that time of year again with Little League, and are you ready for it?
Yeah, I am. I'll be out there for the opener on Friday.
So one of the teams that we were talking about, let's talk about the West region for a minute. We've got an interesting group of teams. We have, it's a 6-team bracket, but only 2 of the Little Leagues have been here before, and one of them has had great success, and that's Waipio. Would you consider them to be the favorites coming out of the West region, or is it just one of those deals where every year it's wide open?
Well, it seems like, the team representing Southern California always has to be the favorite, even though they haven't enjoyed as much success in maybe the past 7 or 8 years as they had previously. But, with as many teams and as many people as there are in SoCal, and with the good weather all year round, we've got to look at SoCal.
All right, let's open up right now with the first game on Friday. That will be Ocean View at Southern California, Huntington Beach against Mountain Ridge out of Las Vegas. That's the first game at 8 o'clock, or the big game at 8 o'clock. In Nevada, over the last couple of years, has been a very strong program coming out as well, especially from the Las Vegas and Henderson area as well. Ocean View has been here before. In 2000, they lost in the Western Regional Championship to Hazeldale, Washington. So this is their second appearance in the Little League Western Regional since 1990. Mountain Ridge plays Washington, Utah on Saturday. North Scottsdale plays Napa National, which is the Northern California representative, at 4:30 on Saturday, followed up by the big game, Hawaii and SoCal, on Saturday night. And that's going to be one where you might see the first really big crowd of the night, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, Hawaii has kind of good backing. The Hawaiian people who live in this area really come out and support the team. And, of course, Southern California is very close.
Right. So with Huntington Beach, we could maybe expect a crowd of over 10,000 maybe for that game as well, that first big game. On Sunday, we have an interesting development here that we've seen. North Scottsdale, Arizona plays Washington, Utah. Now, historically, the Utah teams have not wanted to play on Sundays, and we've seen teams from Utah forfeit this game previously. Then followed up at 5 o'clock by a big game between Napa National and Waipio from Hawaii at 5 o'clock, and that's going to be another big one as well.
Yeah, Napa National has never been here, and, I'm interested to, as a Northern Californian originally, I'm interested to see what kind of talent they'll have.
Followed up Monday, it's Ocean View in Utah at 9:30 in the morning, and then at 12:30, Nevada plays Hawaii again, another big game. Every game basically involving Hawaii is one to point to as well. We go to Tuesday, Mountain Ridge plays North Scottsdale, and then we have Ocean View versus Napa National. Following up the end of the tournament for the West region on Wednesday, August 11th, we have Northern California versus Utah at 4:30, and then the finale, Arizona versus Hawaii at 7:30. That's on August 11th. That's the Southern California Regional Tournament, or the Western Regional Tournament as well. So let's move on to the Northwest region now for a moment, John. Now, this one, every team in it has been here at least once before, and we have seen basically a trend over the last 3 years, actually a little bit longer than that, where the tournament has been now dominated by Washington and Oregon. The last 3 championship games have been between these 2 states, and Washington has won the last 2 games. Aubum, Washington opens up against Wyoming. Laramie, Wyoming, they're literally making their 13th appearance here in San Bernardino since 1990. Let's go now to the second game of it. It's Gastineau Channel, Alaska versus North Boise. Gastineau Channel making their first appearance in San Bernardino since 2002. North Boise is a familiar face. They've been here. This is their their first trip since 2008. Moving on, a very familiar face, actually a couple of familiar faces in the San Bernardino. Murray Hill, Oregon. This is, I believe, their 10th appearance now. Their first since 2008. Okay, moving on to Saturday, Gastineau Channel plays Laramie at 9:30 in the morning. Sunday, we have a matchup between Oregon and Idaho. Then on Sunday night, Washington takes on Montana at 8 o'clock. Moving on to August 9th, that's Monday, Boulder Arrowhead takes on Laramie, Wyoming, in a Montana versus Wyoming battle. And then we follow it up with Oregon and Alaska at 7:30. August 10th on Tuesday, you have the Oregon-Washington game, and that has basically been the preview of the championship game, John. All right, we're moving on now to the matchup between Boulder Arrowhead and North Boise. That's Montana versus Idaho at 4:30 on Tuesday, followed by Wednesday, Alaska versus Washington, and Wyoming versus North Boise, Idaho. That finishes things out for the Northwest region as well. So John, do you, just from your dealings with it, you think SoCal obviously in the West, but are we going to see the usual course of things here in the Northwest?
I think we will. I mean, there's no reason to think otherwise. Sometimes Alaska really comes out with some good individual talent, and we've seen Montana win some games out here. So there's always a wild card.